Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina! That is 2-1 to Arsenal!
Look at that pass! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal! And it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised! Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones!
Oh, what's a goal! Wow! Take it out!
Good evening and welcome to the Commentary Hub's alternative audio coverage of Blackburn Rovers against Preston North End in the Championship. I'm your alternative commentator, Nicholas Jones, and this is a Lancashire derby, and this could be a very crucial one for both sides, for very different reasons. Blackburn Rovers have still eyeing the playoffs, but they have lost their last three consecutive matches against Oxford United, Coventry City, and more recently Bristol City. Their home form in recent times hasn't been great either, only winning one out of their last five. And they are some 2 points behind the top six. They have all, an even bigger kick in the teeth for them is they have also failed to win their last 5 matches against Preston. The Lily-Whites, on the other hand, they have been unbeaten in their last 5 since a 3-1 loss against West Bromwich Albion on New Year's Day. And if they win, they will move up to 11th. And they have won their last 2 away matches against Blackburn, which will also help. But in terms of how they've been on the road all season, they've only won 2, drawn 6, and lost 6 of their Championship away matches that they have played so far. But after beating Watford in their last away match, they now have a chance to claim back-to-back away league victories for the first time since February-March last year. Blackburn is managed by John Eustace, and Preston is managed by Paul Heckingbottom. So we'll just go through the teams right now, starting with Blackburn. In goal is number 1, Ainsley Pears. Number 24, Owen Beck. Number 5, Danny Bart. Number 5, Dominic Hyam. Number 2, Callum Britton. Number 27, the captain, Lewis Travis. Number 10, Tyrese Dolan. Number 19, Ryan Hedges. Number 21, John Buckley. Number 14, Andreas Weimann. And number 9, Maktar Gay. And Preston's lineup is number 1 in goal, Frederick Woodman. Number 14, Jordan Story. Number 19, Lewis Gibson. Number 16, Andrew Hughes. Number 29, Kane Kesler Hayden. Number 8, Alistair McCann. Number 18, Ryan Ledford. Number 3, Jaden Magoma. Number 10, Mads Brockjaya Jensen. Number 20, Sam Greenwood. And number 9, Emil Rees. So that's it. So that is our lineup sport. So that is our lineup sport tonight. The game is taking place at Ewood Park. As I mentioned earlier, Blackburn have not had the best of times at home recently. They've only won 1 of their last 5. If they win tonight, they will be up into the playoffs in They'll get to the playoffs, and their position will be 5th. That will provide some relief for the fans, but results from Saturday's matches could affect them. So they're going to have to win and then some if they are to maintain a place in the playoffs. This could well be that a win tonight will also hopefully be the start to a run of to a run of victories that will keep them in contention for the playoffs come the end of the season. Preston could also have one eye on the playoffs themselves if they carry on the way they are. So this could be interesting. So this could be interesting for both sides. Our match officials are so now on to our match officials. Josh Smith will be tonight's referee, and his assistant referees are Sam Lewis and Mark Dwyer. The 4th official is Jeremy Simpson. And crucial, and there are, and so now the fans are just taking their places inside the ground, and we wait for the teams to come out. There they are, inside at the foot of the tunnel. Blackburn wearing their customary blue and white strips. We'll wait to see what Preston North End are wearing. I think they're wearing a black away strip. We will find out once they come out. So the match officials, dressed in orange with black shorts, and they are leading the players out of the tunnel right now. And we get ready to, and they are going to go through the pre-match formalities. What must be going? Blackburn really need to get back into this after 3 straight losses. And the players are now the players have now made their way onto the centre of the pitch. They're now going through the traditional handshakes and the usual wishing everyone good luck formalities. And we now take a look at the lineups. Blackburn are in a 4-2-3-1 formation with pairs in goal. Britton, Barts, Hyam and Beck, the back 4. Flanking the midfielders, Dolan, Byman and Hedges are Travis and Buckley, with Gay, the lone striker. Don't forget that. Also look out for the likes of Tom Aitchison and Todd Cantwell on the subs bench. They could make an appearance in the second half. Preston's lineup is a 4-3-4-1-2 formation. Woodman in goal, with the back 3 of Story, Gibson and Hughes. The 4 midfielders, Kesler, Hayden, Ledson, McCann and Magoma, with Frockyire and Greenwood flanking Reese. Actually, it's Frockyire with the 2 forwards, Greenwood and Reese. So that is our lineup. So that is our lineups for tonight. John Eustace making his way into the stands and also onto the touchline and exchanging pleasantries with Paul Heckingbottom. So in their last 10, Blackburn have only won 2, Preston have only won 5, and they've only scored. And in terms of the last 10 forms, Blackburn have only scored 8, Preston have scored 18. So that just goes to show how far Blackburn are behind Preston in terms of recent performances. And Preston are wearing a black kit as it's their away match, but with blue edges. and also text so that their numbers can easily be made out. Milutin Osmarjic is on the bench. He's Preston's top scorer this season, and in the next couple of minutes, it will be kickoff. Just going to wait to see who will be the team to kick off first. It's going to be Blackburn to kick off, and standing over the ball is Andreas Weimann, and a slight correction: Preston's numbers and name text are white so that everyone can see. And away we go then at Ewood Park for this Elite Championship match between Blackburn and Preston. And Blackburn and Preston are on the early attack. With the ball momentarily was Frotjaya Jensen, but given away to Blackburn. It's stolen on the ball, or was it? No, it was Ryan Hedges, but he conceded to Preston. Magoma to Gibson, but the ball goes as far as Owen Beck in the Blackburn half. Beck to Travis, now back with Beck, and a forward cross by Beck, but he loses it to I think that might have been Story, but it's gone over the line for a throw-in. So it's already action at Ewood Park, and we're only a minute in. Ball thrown by Beck, and the ball has now reached Travis. It's Travis with the ball, but he conceded to Kesler Hayden. It's Kesler Hayden headed by Travis, and now cleared forward over the line for a Preston throw, and coincidentally the player with the ball inside the goal just now was in fact Buckley. So the player to take the throw is Story. Story taking his time. He throws, and Preston keep control of the ball, but not for long though. Blackburn have managed to retake it through Gay, but over the line, deflected by Alistair McCann. 2 minutes in, it's Blackburn 0, Preston 0, and already we have a corner. So this could play to Blackburn's advantage. Gay stands inside the goal area, and to take the corner is Beck. He raises his arm, runs up, and fires the ball into the 18-yard box, but it's cleared away by the Preston defenders. And on the ball right now for Blackburn is Callum Britton. Britton for Rovers, and that's a pass to Hedges, but Hedges forced away by McCann. And I think that's going to be another corner to Blackburn. Beck has so far stood out for me in terms of Blackburn, because he's been a team player in throw-ins and corners, but difficult to see who's in terms of possession at the moment. So I'd say it's fairly even. Anyway, Beck stands by to take the corner. Waits for the referee's signal. The referee blows his whistle. Beck waits for the right moment. It's up. And that's a pass to Buckley. Buckley tries to set up a shot, but it was deflected away by Gay. Gay upset about something which I did not see. Preston have taken the ball back though, and it's with Kesler Hayden, who passes to McCann. McCann trying to cross forward, but blocked by Blackburn. That was a good attempt between Beck and Buckley to try and set up the effort, and this was what Gay was complaining about. He he may have well been forced down by Story, yet the referee took no action against this. And speaking of players going down, a Preston player has gone down, and I couldn't see who it was. It might have been Gibson. And in terms of their last 22 championship games, in terms of attacking, Blackburn have only scored 18 and with only 71 shots on target, 231 shots altogether. So they are quite low down all round. So Buckley gives it away to Gibson. Gibson passes to Magoma. Magoma to Frotjai Jensen. It's Frotjai Jensen for Preston. Now Preston are just passing the ball around in between the defenders. Although Gay looks hungry for the ball, and so too does Hedges, but Preston managed to keep hold of it through Kesler Hayden and McCann. McCann now passing to Greenwood. Greenwood just outside the 18-yard box on the near side. Crossing into the box, but missed by Magoma. Jaden Magoma should have reacted quicker, in my opinion. Nice delivery by Greenwood, and I think Magoma must have mistimed it. Yes, he did, and just slipped on the grass. Goal kick to Blackburn, cleared out by Pears, and given and it still remains with Blackburn. Gay approaching the 18-yard box, but cut out by the Blackburn defence. And Kesler Hayden bundled down. I think that might have been by Hedges. It was, but Hedges lucky to get away with it. But however that looked more clumsy than intentional. Hedges, I think, and so the decision not to caution Hedges, the correct one, in my opinion. So Woodman gets ready to clear the ball away for Preston. Preston need to start surging more ahead. I'd have to say, in terms of possession, it's Blackburn that are on top at the moment. So throw into Preston, Magoma. That was Ledson. Now back with McCann, Greenwood. But the ball goes over the line. I think a Blackburn player might have had a touch of it. No, in fact, it was Preston. And so that could well be, and so that will be a Blackburn goal kick. 7.5 minutes have been played. It's still Blackburn 0, Preston 0. And the goal kick gets ready to be taken by Pears to Gay. Gay towards, I think that was Gay to Beck. Beck to Travis, the captain. Now it's with Hyam. Brockyer after it. Headed into the air by Story. It goes over the line for a throw to Blackburn. So Blackburn doing all they can to hold Preston at bay. Hyam gets ready to take the throw. Headed by Story. It goes out again for another throw. Blackburn need to start attacking a lot more if they want to get in front. Ball now being crossed to the near side, and on the near side is Hedges. Hedges to Beck. Now Beck up the wing to Hedges. Hyam. And across by Hyam to Gay. Gay gives it away to, I think that might have been Vyman, but down on the ground is Ledson, and Vyman upset. He doesn't think he fouled him. No, in fact it wasn't. Vyman. It was Dolan. It was Dolan who fouled him. Quite clumsy. Again, similar to a foul I saw earlier. Quite clumsy. Nothing worthy of a card. Play goes on, however, as Preston now have the ball with Hughes. Given away to Blackburn. Blackburn now playing the ball forward through Buckley, but conceded to Story, and Story goes down. Who fouled Story, I could not see, but it's now with Kesler Hayden. Kesler Hayden with the ball for Preston. It's still with Kesler Hayden. Kesler Hayden up the wing to Hughes. Hughes crossing to Frockyre, but cleared out by Blackburn. Dolan to Travis, and I think that might have been a dive by Travis. Although personally I'm not too sure. It's Greenwood inside. It's Greenwood just outside the 18-yard box. Greenwood fouled, but the referee says play on, and down goes Tyrese Dolan. Couldn't see who it was that fouled him, but Dolan a bit shaken, but he's all right. Paul Heckingbottom, he's won 5 of his managerial meetings against 5 of his 7 managerial meetings against Blackburn throughout his managerial career. So, cross by Travis, but headed away by Story. And down goes the Preston captain, McCann. It may well have been Buckley who fouled him. And McCann in pain. He's obviously feeling it, but he's back up on his feet now. And Buckley now being spoken to by the referee. I think that's a verbal warning, and he's lucky to only receive that. Oh, a boot right into the upper part of the leg, just above the knee. That should have been a card in my view. Buckley lucky to get off. Buckley lucky to get off lightly, but if he causes any more fouls like that, he will be booked. Free kick to Preston. Ball now goes down to Story to McCann. McCann passing to Kesler Hayden. Now back with Story to Frockyre, Greenwood, McCann, Kesler Hayden. Now back with McCann, Greenwood does well to hold on. Passes to Frockyre. Now makes space for Story. Back with Greenwood. Greenwood tries to cross, but was blocked. By Beck. That was good use of the body by the Blackburn defender, and that has conceded but it has given Preston a corner. Can they succeed where Blackburn have failed so far? Ryan Ledson to take the corner for the Lily Whites. He raises his arm. And in it goes, in towards the 18-yard box, but everybody misses. And picking up the ball is Magoma. So it's Magoma for Preston. Who, I think that's Frockyre. McCann to Greenwood, but it was headed away. It's Frockyre crossing over the line. Over the side to Magoma. Magoma, McCann, headed up into the air by Hughes. Another ball has been taken by Greenwood. It's Greenwood for Preston, but fouled by Owen Beck, I think it was. Play still goes on. Magoma closing in on the 18-yard box, passing to Greenwood. No, it's inside the box. The effort by Emil Rees goes nowhere, and what a frenetic 30-odd seconds inside the 18-yard box. Rees tried with the curling effort, but it was to no avail. I think it might have just been deflected off a Blackburn player. But either way, after 15 minutes, it still remains Blackburn 0, Preston 0. Ball cleared out of goal. And given to Blackburn, and Gay having to try and thread his way through Greenwood and Kessler Hayden, does so, but was slide tackled by Ryan Ledson, and it deflected, but it only resulted in the ball going away for a throw given to Preston, because I think a Blackburn player might have had the last touch. So Kane Kessler Hayden to take the throw, and the cross up into the air by Story, and it's over the line. Throw into Blackburn. To be taken by Beck. And Beck raises his arms and throws to Ledson. I mean Hughes, I should say, but given away to McCann because Blackburn had a touch on it. Beck. A player goes down. It's Travis, and Ledson comes over to see if he is all right. And so too does the referee. That looked like a very rough challenge to me, and Ledson being spoken to by the referees. I think he was told, just calm down, mate. Don't be so rough. And I'd have to say that Ledson got off lightly. Travis understandably peeved. Free kick to Blackburn. Headed away though by Kessler Hayden. He was trying to hold the Hedges off. And that will have given Preston a throw. Preston to take the throw through Story. Story throws to Hughes. Hughes now with Travis. It's Travis with the ball. Should have passed to Hyam, because the ball only ended up at the feet of Woodman. So ball cleared out by Woodman, headed by Story. Hedges, it is Hedges to Gay, and now Gay crossing up the field. Ball now with Brockyre. Brockyre to Magoma, but cut out by Hyam. The ball has got, and once again the ball goes over the line for a Preston throw, with Hughes to take the throw. Paul Heckingbottom directing instructions from the touchline. In terms of possession, Preston on front, 62% in comparison to Blackburn's 38%. Woodman to Hughes. Magoma. Given away to Blackburn. It's Gay who concedes to Gibson, Kessler Hayden. It's Kessler Hayden. But nice interception by Blackburn, and Byman currently with the ball was back. It is now with Buckley. Buckley back to I think that might have been Byman. Blackburn still have it though. It's now being crossed to Hedges. Hedges having to hold off Kessler Hayden. He's doing just that into the 18-yard box for Blackburn, but Preston managed to slide tackle the ball away. It was Buckley who had the ball. No, in fact, it wasn't. It was Hedges. Hedges did well to pass to Buckley, but he was almost caught out. But he was almost caught out by Story. Story tried to bring him down, but he hurt himself. In the process. No, in fact, it wasn't Buckley. It was Beck. Will this have given Blackburn a corner? And poor Jordan Story is limping about. He must have strained a hamstring. No, it's just going to be a long range. It's just going to be a throw in. Beck to take the throw. Waiting for the right moment to throw, and Jordan Story still hobbling along. Hedges trying to point him out, and the referee coming over to take a look. I think the paramedics are going to need. I think the physios rather should come onto the pitch and have a look at him. Paul Heckingbottom will likely be thinking so as well. Will he have to bring on an early substitution? It might be likely, as Preston ready. One of the substitutes couldn't see who it was. Anyway, the physio's now on the ground to have a look at now on the pitch to have a look at Story. He may well have strained his hamstring. He's feeling around his ankles. Now just above the knee. The situation could be very grave indeed for Paul Heckingbottom. A mournful look on his face, or rather, that was the mournful look on the face of one of the assistant managers, and the substitutes now asked to run around the pitch and get himself and to try and get his energy going in case he is brought on. Story still walking around. He appears to have gotten some of the feeling back into his legs. Credit to him back for waiting patiently to take the throw. But he's ready now. He throws to Gay. Gay can't hold on to the ball. He concedes to Gibson, and it goes over the line. Man to take the throw once again is Beck. Beck throws to Gay. Now back with Beck. Gay once more. Just outside the 18-yard box, tries to cross to Dolan, but nothing doing. Now back with Gay, tries to head it. Nice with Buckley, but it's over the line. He can't believe it. Opportunity missed. That could have been the opening goal for Blackburn. In fact, it was Beck. So it was Gay with the initial ball, headed away by Preston, but Blackburn still refused to give up, and Owen Beck was testament towards that. It was Byman with the header towards Beck, but it just kissed the top. It just kissed the crossbar, and Owen Beck just can't believe it. Bad luck for Blackburn, but there's still a long way to go in this match. There'll be plenty of opportunities for them to try. And currently on the ball for Blackburn is Hedges. Hedges to Bart. Bart now passing to Pears. Out of the goal. And it now goes back with Pears. Pears to Beck. Now down the wing to Hedges. And a nice forward pass by Hedges, but cut out by Preston. Greenwood now for the Lily Whites. It passed to McCann. McCann up the wing to Magoma. Magoma. Now it goes down the wing by Gibson to Story. Story, Greenwood. Now it's back with Story. Story to Greenwood. And now on the ball is Prochyre. Prochyre to Ledston. Now back with Prochyre. Almost losing it to Blackburn. But Prochyre still managing to hold on to the ball. Now down the wing to Kesler Hayden. He's just outside the 18-yard box. The ball goes into the box. And is currently with Reese. Reese to Magoma up the wing. Magoma on the far side to McCann. McCann to Hughes, but he was cut out. But he was cut out by Blackburn, and Preston swiftly take another throw. Ball is now with Gibson. Gibson with the ball. 26 minutes gone. It's still Blackburn 0, Preston 0. Hughes crossing up the wing, but conceded to Blackburn. McCann to Gibson. Now the ball has made its way to Callum Britton. Britton with the ball, but he was cut out. But he was cut out by Magoma. And this is John Eustace's 50th game as Blackburn head coach. But so far it's not proving to be a happy one so far. Over the line it goes. Eustace chewing away nervously on the touchline as Blackburn get ready to take the throw. Ball thrown to Beck, but almost given away to Preston. Now back at the feet of Pears in goal. Pears crosses the ball out towards the near side, and Gay. It's Gay on the near side, passing up the wing via Dolan to Britton. Britton to Buckley. Now back with Britton. No, should that be Travis? Yeah, it's Travis. Dolan. Britton, but cleared over the line by Ledston. So now it'll be another throw to Blackburn with Britton to take the throw. Britton throws to Byman. Now back with Britton. Given away to Preston though, and rolled out of the goal by Woodman. Woodman, Reese, Prochyre, and back up at the feet of Pears. Ball is now still with Preston. Byman to Britton. Hedges still managing to hold on to the ball. He's over the halfway line to Beck. Now back with Hedges. Beck wants more. Under pressure from Kesler Hayden. Beck makes his way into the 18-yard box, but is tackled from behind by Kesler Hayden. Good defending by Preston, but it has given a corner to Blackburn. And a substitution has been made, is about to be made, I should say, as Jordan Story, who picked up that strain earlier on, is going to be substituted. A wise decision for Paul Heckingbottom. He can't risk having Story on the pitch, as his injury might get worse. So taking his place will be number 5, Jack Watmore, as Watmore sprints onto the pitch. And he has come at a crucial time. Can he help in deflecting Blackburn's corner away? Beck kicks the ball into the 18-yard box. Nice deflection, nice header by Watmore. And the ball is now with McCann. It's McCann for Preston. Quick pass to Hughes, but given away to Travis, and Travis fouled once more. I think that might have been by Greenwood. I will have to check that. But I do have a strong feeling it was Greenwood. And this was the earlier attempt on goal by Beck. He is just not having any luck so far this evening, and neither is Blackburn. 31 minutes in, Blackburn 0, Preston 0 remains the current score if you've just joined us. Down on the ground goes Buckley, but Blackburn are able to regain control. It's Gay to Travis. Ball being crossed towards Vyman. It's Travis, Vyman, Dolan, headed out by Gibson, Ledson to Procchier, but hauled over the line by Blackburn. Throw-in taken by Preston. It's Gibson down the wing to Watmore. Now back to Gibson. Gibson to Hughes. So it's Hughes with the ball for Preston. Nice back with Watmore. Watmore to Kesler Hayden. Kesler Hayden did well to pass. Now the ball is at the feet of Reese. Greenwood. It's Sam Greenwood with the ball. Now Watmore. Kesler Hayden. Back to Watmore. Watmore now with Reese. Reese has been fouled, but the referee says play on. Dolan now with the ball for Blackburn Rovers. He's really going like the clappers towards the 18-yard box. He's inside the box now. Andreas Vyman almost set up with the opportunity for a goal, but defended by Preston. Beck crossing into the 18-yard box, but cleared out of danger by Magoma. Not for long though. Blackburn back in with another chance. Defended really well by Preston. It's Magoma with the ball. Magoma passing up the wing, but almost sent down to Reese. Defended by Blackburn. Buckley to Britton. Now the ball being passed around the Blackburn defenders. It's Beck. Back to I couldn't see who it was. Now with Britton, Dolan. Ball now being crossed back towards Dolan, who misses. But that was a great effort powering towards goal earlier on by Tyree Stolen. It's Watmore. Watmore currently with the ball for Preston. McCann to Gibson. Now up the wing to Hughes. Hughes to Magoma. Magoma with the ball. Gibson. McCann. Now back with Gibson. McCann crossing to Kesler Hayden on the near side. Given away to Beck. Beck to Hedges, although dispossessed by Kesler Hayden, who now passes to McCann. McCann to Greenwood. Greenwood was trying to bring it back to McCann, but to no avail. Just under 10 minutes to go until half time. It's still Blackburn 0, Preston 0. Gibson up the wing to Hughes. Hughes to Magoma. Now Hughes again. Magoma inside the 18-yard box, but kept out by Blackburn, and again. But the ball only ended up just behind the back netting, and that I think was by Frockyre, or was it Ledson? No, it was Ledson. Just a bit too wide, and that could have been the opening goal for Preston. Then after the goal by Hares. Stolen, or Gay, I should say. Gay, Travis. Now up the wing to Britton. Britton passing to Travis. Now down the wing to Beck. Back on the near side. The Hedges, who's pushed down by Watmore. But Hedges still able to compose and control himself. It will be Buckley to take the free kick for Blackburn. And it goes as far as Gay. Gay with the ball. Gay, Buckley. Now Buckley crossing towards Byman. But kept out by Watmore. Good delivery by Buckley towards Byman, but nowhere did it go. In fact, it was Britton who was the closest Blackburn player to the goal. Ball cleared away by Watmore. Down goes Hedges, but it's Blackburn now trying again. Beck to Travis. Buckley. Now Dolan conceding to Ledson, but the ball has been retaken by Blackburn. It's now back with Dolan. Travis to Buckley. Buckley now trying to look for a gap, but there's none there. There's nothing there. And so he has to pass to Travis. Blackburn still holding on to the ball. This is Hyam to, I couldn't see who. But the ball has gone down the wing to Owen Beck. It's Beck, Britton. Dolan towards goal and headed in. Blackburn have taken the lead. It's Matt Targay, And this could be the kickstart that Blackburn need in this game. They've lost their last 3 matches. Could this be the kickstart to a race towards the playoffs that they so desperately need? It was Britain with the initial touch. Then Dolan. Dolan did well to cross, and Gay with the lovely diving header, and Blackburn lead Preston by a goal to 0. Amazing finish by Gay. He is delighted, and so too are the home supporters. And this could not have come at a better time for Blackburn with 5 minutes to go until half time. John Eustace will likely be encouraging his players to score more throughout the rest of this game. And Preston now have to retaliate, and fast. Free kick to Blackburn. Or is it going to? Or no, it's no. In fact, it's just going to. No, it's a free kick to Preston. I do apologise. And to take the free kick is, I think, going to be. It's either going to be Kessler Hayden or Megoma. And in fact, the man to take the free kick is Greenwood. It's Greenwood with the free kick, but kept out by Preston. Dolan up the wing to Hyam. Another ball has ended up with Vyman, I think that was, but another throw in to Blackburn after that touch from a Preston player. Britain to take the throw this time for Rovers. It's ready to throw. Throws to. I couldn't see who it might have been. It might have been Bart. Ball is now with Beck. To Hedges, Britain, Blackburn looking for a second, but denied. That was that shot by Gay was just too high. Let's try and piece together what happened. It was too high a shot by Gay, and also, but it could well have actually been Hedges with that. And we now have almost 2 minutes until half time. It's Gibson for Preston down the wing, but it was almost down the wing towards Greenwood, but kept away by Blackburn. Preston have it back though through Watmore, Gibson to Hughes. Now back with Gibson. Ball now being passed to Watmore. Gibson, Hughes to Megoma. Almost nicked by Hyam. Preston still managed to hold on, but given away to Preston and Vyman. Britain to Buckley, I think that was. Now the ball has ended up at the feet of Pears. Hares clearing the ball out of the goal. 1 minute of normal time left. And down onto the ground has gone Reese, although he should be able to carry on playing. Kessler Hayden, Greenwood. What more? It's now with Hedges. Hedges to Hughes. Magoma. Now Gibson. Watmore. More to Kessler Hayden. Watmore. Now with Gibson. Magoma. Reese. Retaken by Blackburn. 3 minutes of stoppage time have been added, and that is likely because of the injury situation regarding Jordan Storey. Greenwood with the ball, almost forced away by Buckley. Tackled nonetheless, but it has given Blackburn a throw-in. Yes, I can correct myself. It is actually going to be a throw-in to Blackburn, and the man to take it will be Beck. So Beck throws, headed by Watmore. Over the line once more. Another throw-in to Blackburn and Beck. The assistant referee urging him to get on with it. So Beck throws, headed by Watmore. Travis conceded to Preston. It was almost momentarily with Reese, but another ball has gone onto the pitch. That's weird. Britton to Buckley, and now across it by Buckley towards Vyman, but nice interception by Preston. Ball now being crossed by Preston towards Reese. McCann heads, but caught by Blackburn. It's now with Buckley, but it goes over the line, and the throw-in will be taken by Brockyire. Gibson down the wing to Watmore. That's back with Gibson to I think that might have been Hughes. Now across through to Kessler Hayden, who passes back to Watmore. Now another cross to Reese. Back to Kessler Hayden. Kessler Hayden trying to threat. Kessler Hayden has to double back and pass to Watmore. Watmore, Ledston. McCann up the wing to Kessler Hayden. Now pass back to Watmore. Watmore, McCann. Watmore again. And now going for it is Hughes. We're now into the 48th minute, and that is it. It's half time. Blackburn were lagging behind for much of the game, but they started to make their way back into it. Can they keep up this form throughout the second half? Half time at Ewood Park. Blackburn Rovers 1, Preston North End 0. We're gonna go for a break, but we'll be back before the start of the second half. Welcome back to the Commentary Hub's alternative audio coverage of Blackburn against Preston. We are just a couple of minutes away from the second half, and just a quick recap. Preston were ahead in terms of possession for most of the match, but Blackburn clawed their way back, and they are now and Maktar Gay scored the only goal of the match with 6 minutes to go until half-time. Can Preston reverse it? Can Preston reverse their fortunes? Or will Blackburn hold on or even score more? Remember, Preston have been unbeaten in their last 5 matches, but the tide could well turn against them, and it'll be Preston to kick off proceedings for the second half this time. So now we prepare for the second half, and away we go then for the second half between Blackburn and Preston, and straight into it are Preston with Reese going for goal, but capped out by Blackburn, and it's now with Greenwood to Kesler Hayden. So it's Kesler Hayden with the goal. Ball, I should say, and the ball is now being passed down to Gibson, and the ball is now back with Blackburn. Straight now to Dolan. Dolan closing in on the 18-yard box. He's inside the 18-yard box now, and across, but it's just shy of the side netting. That was just wide from the Blackburn number 10, and now the skipper. Travis is down on the ground. So this is what happened. It was just too wide. Did it come off a Preston player? I don't think it did. And by the way, no half-time substitutions have been made. Were made for either side. All cleared out of the goal by Woodman. Headed by Britton for Blackburn, but given away to Reese. Reese to Greenwood. Greenwood down inside the 18-yard box. No penalty. It's Lewis. Britton. And now Britton crossing up the wing. But it almost ended up at the feet of Vyman. But Magoma got there before he did. And it's now over the line for a throw. But this is what happened just now. Just bundled over into the 18-yard box was Greenwood, and I think it was Beck who manhandled him. Lucky to get away with that. Ball headed over the line, and that will be a goal kick to Preston. Or is it going to be a corner? No, in fact it is a corner. Because a Preston player just edged it out. It might well have been McCann. So Blackburn to take the corner. And the ball is now in the 18-yard box, headed by Hyam. But it just misses the putt. But it just misses the post. It was sent in. Hyam was the closest to it, and had he been a couple of inches more to his right, that would have been the second goal for Blackburn. So Woodman with the ball currently, and he headed by Hughes, and it was almost given to Reese. But it's now with Gay for Blackburn. And Travis. But Preston have managed to take it back. It's Gay. Buckley. Ball is now with Beck. Beck passing to Pears in goal. Pears. There's the ball out of goal. With Gay under pressure from Greenwood. Blackburn do well to hold on. Ball not being passed down. Back to Gay. Gay cut out by Ledson. And it was Ledson with the ball. It was almost taken away by Buckley, but Buckley fell short at the last moment. This was what happened. This was the anyway, good ball control. Good ball control by Gay, but it's just a pity he couldn't convert his latest efforts into goal. Britton to Dolan. Now across at the wing towards Ryan Hedges. It's Hedges under pressure from Kesler Hayden inside the 18-yard box and was almost caught by Gay, but kept out by Preston nonetheless. And now almost sent in by Beck, but given away to Preston. It's now with Reese and Magoma, sent it over the line. Just over 50 and a half minutes in. It's Blackburn 1, Preston 0. Watmore, and it'll be Watmore and it'll be a free kick goal kick, I should say, to Preston. Ball passed to Watmore, I should say, and it still remains with Preston. It's Greenwood. But it goes over the line. I think someone from Blackburn must have forced it out. It's Watmore. Gibson. Gibson to Magoma. Magoma on the near side. He's over the halfway line. It's now with Ledson. Ledson crossing to Kesler Hayden. Kesler Hayden to Frockyai. Now Gibson. Gibson. Hughes. And now Hughes crossing to Reese, but given away to Britton. Britton to Dolan. And the ball is now with Hyam. Hyam now towards Britton. Britton now inside the 18-yard box, but deflected by Magoma. But that looked like it was going to be a good setup for goal by Britton. But Magoma used his knee to good effect, and Blackburn have yet another corner. Magoma needs to defend this corner with all his might, just like the rest of the team from Preston. Owen Beck to take the corner for Blackburn, but it sails over the bar. That looked like a poorly timed corner in my opinion, and I'm not surprised that the referee is going to ask for it to happen again, and he's talking to one of the Blackburn players. That was Hyam. So something must have happened which caused his attention that he wasn't best pleased about. And so Rovers now have another corner. Corner pass by Beck to Britton. Britton into the 18-yard box, punched away by Woodman. Woodman to, I think that was Gibson. Now the ball is being crossed to Greenwood, but caught by Travis. He gives it away to Greenwood. That was terrible defending by... That was terrible use of the ball by Blackburn. And it's now with Frockyai. Frockyai trying to hold off Beck. And he does so. Beck showing his disapproval of how Frockyai handled it. I mean, Frockyai handled him. So, and that has given a free kick to Blackburn. Now it is actually Preston to take the free kick. I apologise. It'll be Greenwood. It'll be actually Greenwood to take the free kick. That shouldn't have happened in my view because of how Beck was handled. But clearly the referee saw things differently. So Greenwood runs up to kick the ball inside the 18-yard box, but headed over by McCann. And Preston unlucky not to grab the leveller. So we're just over 10 minutes into the second half. Blackburn still lead Preston by a goal to nil. That's the goal taken by Dolan, but given straight back to Preston. Another ball is crossed to Reese. So it's Reese with the ball, but forced out by Britton. And Paul Heckingbottom talking to his assistant manager. Hughes to Greenwood. And Greenwood passing up the wing to Watmore. So Watmore to Kesler Hayden. It's now with Gibson. He's over the halfway line. Gibson, Hughes to Ledson. Now back with Gibson. Hughes, Magoma. Hughes again. Now it's back with what's his name? Gibson. And now Gibson crossing the ball forward to Reese, but cut up, but defended by, but good interception by Buckley. Or was it Hedges? No, it was Hedges. And Preston now have the ball once more. It's McCann. He just who loses it, but regained by Greenwood. Greenwood to Gibson. Now back with Hughes. And Hughes crossing up the field to Reese, but Reese was too far back to grab the ball. And so this will be a throw-in to Blackburn. Brisson throws to Gay. Now the ball is with Watmore. Watmore to Woodman. Now back with Watmore. Brockyire to couldn't see who. Now back with Brockyire. Brockyire to Kessler Hayden. Ledson to Gibson via Watmore. Hughes back up. Hughes tries to pass back up the wing to Gibson, but it only goes as far as Woodman. Ball is now with Watmore, and Watmore crossing the ball over the halfway line to Kessler Hayden. Kessler Hayden does well to hold on. But he has conceded a free kick to Blackburn. And to take the free kick for Blackburn is Ainsley Pears. I have to say, Blackburn are doing really well to hold on to their slender lead. Remember, if they win, they will climb up to 5th in the table. And a few of the Blackburn substitutes looking on as the free kick is taken. Byman, Dolan. Now back down the field to I think that might have been Watmore, but it's Travis, the captain. Quick pass to Buckley. It's now with Watmore. Hyam. Dolan, Buckley, and Hyam. And Byman was after it, but he missed. So a couple of the Preston substitutes doing a bit of warm-up. One of those was Chad Evans. Watmore to Woodman. Now Gibson. Gibson down the wing to Hughes. Now Hughes crossing to Greenwood, but given away to Brisson, and the ball now remains with Blackburn. It's Hedges, Dolan outside the box and now in. Dolan concedes to Frockyire. That was careless of him, but the ball has been retaken by Blackburn, and I think that might have been Beck who just about had it. But I think that will have given Preston a throw, and one of the Blackburn players one of the Blackburn substitutes is getting ready to come on, and I can just make out. Preston players getting ready to come on, and I can just make out that it is number 44, Brad Potts. So Preston about to make a substitute or two by the looks of it. as the Blackburn players take advantage to have a quick listen to John Eustace and a quick drink. So throw in by Watmore to McCann. Now the ball is headed towards Lewis. It's now with Gay. Gay finds Byman, but the ball ends up with Woodman. It's Britton to Dolan, who almost loses his footing, but does well to hold on to the ball. Dolan inside the 18-yard box, saved by Woodman. Rockyer now with the ball for Preston, although he's being pressurised by Buckley, and that pressurising paid off because he went down onto the ground. Rockyer claiming for a foul, and in fact it was Barks who brought him down. I think Barks is going to get a yellow card. I thought it was just a routine slide tackle, but it turns out it was more than that. And also down on the ground is Travis. And Travis shakes the hand of the referee, or was that Beck? I think it might have been Beck no, Buckley it was who brought him down. And Buckley, he was warned to be careful. He didn't need that instruction, and Rockyer shoving Travis down onto the ground. That was just absolutely nasty. And Rockyer I'm sure he's going to get booked. No, it's Buckley who's booked. He didn't heed the referee's warning, and if he's not careful, it will be a red card. But seriously, Rockyer should have been booked for that shove on Travis. As Preston make a couple of substitutions. So off goes Magoma, and on comes Brad Potts. And also off is Ledson, and his place will be taken by number 22, Stefan Tater Tordarson. So Tordarson makes his way onto the pitch. Free kick to Preston. And standing over the ball is Greenwood. And Greenwood crossing in towards the 18-yard box, headed by Hughes. And cleared away, and almost cleared out of the goal by Britton. Britton concedes to McCann. Kesler Hayden. Now Hughes. Rockyer. Given back to Blackburn. Now it's with Tordarson. Tordarson to Dolan. Concedes to Dolan, I should say. Ball still remains with Blackburn. Just over 65 minutes in now. It's still Blackburn 1, Preston 0. Dolan just outside the box, but tackled by Tordarson. And almost with the ball was Hedges. But also no avail as the ball goes over the line. It'll be a throw. It'll be a throw-in to Preston because Dolan might have been the player that touched the ball last, and Blackburn could well be getting ready for a substitute. And the ball still remains with Dolan, but taken away by Watmore, who passes to Woodman. Headed by Watmore. It's now with Rockyer. Going to be taken by Brad Potts. Potts, Tordarson. Britton for Blackburn now. And now another ball is with Buckley. Back to Britton. Britton closing in on the 18-yard box. He's now inside, but out it goes, and it will be a throw in to Blackburn. And the substitutions board is being raised for Blackburn, and coming off will be Andreas Weimann. And we wait to see who will take his place. I think it will be number 8, Todd Cantwell. So Weimann goes off and Cantwell comes on. That is the first substitution of the night for Blackburn, as Cantwell makes his way on. So Britton to take the throw for Blackburn. Throws to Dolan. Now back with Britton. But the offside flag, I think, went up as Pedersen passing down the wing to Hughes. Hughes is over the halfway line, but it goes over the touchline for a throw, and that'll be Kesler Hayden to take the throw. Reese to Hughes. Now the ball is with Gay. Gay under pressure from Gibson, but the ball slid away, and I think Hedges went over the barrier. So that will be a throw to Blackburn. Ball now thrown to Cantwell. Now back with Britton, I think. Gay, Hedges, but the ball ends up at the feet of Woodman. It's Kesler Hayden. Kesler Hayden with the ball, passing to Procchier. Almost given away, I should say, to Blackburn, but it's still with Preston and Pedersen. Pedersen crossing to Greenwood, Potts, and it almost went in, but it just missed the net, but it just missed by inches. So Brad Potts, it hit the side netting, so his shot was erratic. And that has given a corner to Blackburn. It will be Pedersen to take the corner. Pedersen hits the ball in towards the box and sent over by Greenwood. And with 20 minutes to go, it still remains Blackburn 1, Preston 0. And it was the initial touch by Watmore, who headed to Greenwood, but Greenwood got it all wrong, and as a result, the ball went over the crossbar. Ainsley Pears to clear the ball out of the goal for Blackburn. Here's an out of goal. And it's still being played, and the ball still being played around between Blackburn and Preston. Cantwell looked like he was going to take the ball. It's given a throw in to Blackburn. And it will once again be Owen Beck to take, and it will once again be Owen Beck to take the throw as the as the Preston assistant manager, I should say, looks on. And and the ball was, and I think there was a foul involving Greenwood and Daniel Bart. Greenwood's claiming he didn't mean to do it, and I don't think he did. Just a shoving, just a rough shove in the back. Nothing too serious, I don't think. I mean, nothing too serious, I think. But both sides still looking for that. Still looking for that goal in the second half. Preston need to equalise, and soon. John Eustace should be pleased with how his side. John Eustace should be pleased with how his side is performing so far. It's Dolan to Britton, but it goes over the line. And as you can, so it was Dolan. He almost had it, but he was blocked by a couple of Blackburn players, and Britton tried to count, and Britton tried to take advantage of the rebound, but Kessler Hayden deflected the ball over the line. So now it will be a corner to Blackburn Rovers. Todd Cantwell to take the corner. Cantwell fires the ball into the 18-yard box. A player goes down. It's Hyam, and penalty to Blackburn. Blackburn have a penalty. The Preston players trying to argue the case, but apparently, it appears to me as though Blackburn have been given. It appears to me as though Blackburn have been given a penalty, and here's why. It was Watmore, and he completely headbutted. And that looked like a bad headbutt into the chin of Hyam, and that was it. Just what? Right in the chin, and down he went like a ton of bricks. And the referee trying to sort things out. And this could well be a bad injury. And this could well be a bad injury for the Blackburn players. I mean, there's lots of arguing and discussion. Oh, and that looks like a very nasty cut indeed, as he has to be, as the blood under his chin is being mopped up. And the assistant manager and Paul Heckingbottom now talking to the referee, but they're trying to change the referee's mind by the looks of it, but he is having none of it, and sitting on the subs bench. The Preston fans aren't too happy about it. Lots of the Blackburn players looking over the fallen player, and Watmore now doing a bit of exercises around the pitch, and taking advantage to have a drink. Meantime, they are still attending to Hyam with an injury, and with sustaining an injury like that, he could well be out for the rest. Of the season. straps him up, and he does look a bit worse for wear. I think I just saw a speck of blood on his shirt, and Paul Heckingbottom in discussion with Watmore as Hyam is ready to as Hyam is walking around, and the penalty has been given to Blackburn, and it will be Todd Cantwell to take the penalty for the home side. This is Blackburn's chance to make it 2. Cantwell and Blackburn double their lead. What a wonderful penalty by Todd Cantwell. He just ran up cool and calm as you would like, and that just go and he completely sent Frederick Woodman the wrong way, and Cantwell was able to just finish it in with absolute ease, and that was the headbutt on poor Dominic Hyam. Watmore, I don't think meant to do it intentionally, but injuries like that are quite nasty, and I don't think Reece should have held him back. And if he hadn't held him back, the way he did, then none of this would have happened. But if you think I'm being too harsh on Emile Reece, then do please let me know. As Preston make a substitution, as Ched Evans comes on in place of. We'll let you know who he comes on in place of. I think it might well be Brock Yaya. No, it's Greenwood. I should say. And also onto the pitch in place of Brock Yaya is number 25, Dwayne Holmes. So with that injury, with that injury to Hyam, I would not be surprised if we get about 6 or 8 minutes of added on injury time. Free kick to Preston, and it will be taken by Todarson. So Todarson places the ball in front of the white line, and getting into the defence and getting into the defensive wall on the line is Cantwell and Dolan. So he raises his arm, runs up, and the ball goes into the 18-yard box, but it's defended by Preston. It's Kesler Hayden. Kesler Hayden to Holmes. Holmes, Watmore. Now back with Holmes. Or should I say Potts. Saved by Pears. Another shot for Preston, but it's over the crossbar. Once again, that was brilliant, and that was brilliant defending by Blackburn Rovers. Remember, if they win, they will go up to 5th in the table. As Reece does get walking around on the pitch, it looks like a Blackburn player is going to. It looks like Blackburn are going to make a substitution. I think it's going to be for Travis, as Joe Rankin Costello will come on in place of Travis. Hyam, despite his cut chin, he is able to play on, but for how much longer? As Travis receives a congratulatory hug from John Eustace. Goal kick taken by Blackburn, headed by Gibson, but given away as a Blackburn throw-in. So Blackburn throw, headed by I think that might have been Dolan, but given away this time to Kane Kesler-Hayden. Blackburn, Preston still managed to hold on. They lose it to Dolan. It's now with Todd Cantwell. Now it's back with Preston. McCann to Holmes. Holmes, Potts and Reese, but saved by Pears. And with just under with around 7.5 minutes to go of normal time, it still remains Blackburn 2, Preston 0. And that was a really good save of that attempt by Pears. So Pears clears the ball. So Pears clears the ball out of the goal, headed by Hughes. I think that might have been. It's now with Kesler-Hayden. Kesler-Hayden to Hughes, Gibson, Watmore to Potts. And so Potts crossing to Reese. Now back with Watmore. Potts again. Cantwell tries to take it off Holmes, but nothing doing. Currently, the ball is now with Pedersen. Hughes. Now it's with Evans. Evans to Holmes. Dolan crossed up the wing to Gay for Blackburn, but given away to Watmore. Holmes, Dolan, Kesler-Hayden, Britton. It's Britton for Blackburn, but now given to Holmes. And it's Holmes to Kesler-Hayden. To Brad Potts. To Watmore. Gibson pressing on towards the 18-yard box. Back to Kesler-Hayden. And now the ball is inside the 18-yard box with Evans. It's just wide. Bounces off the side netting. Preston need to score. Need to reduce the deficit ASAP because there aren't that many minutes of normal time left. But they could well be thrown a lifeline if as I suspect there will be there will be extra minutes of injury time added on. All cleared out of goal by Pears. But it goes over the line, and that will be a throw-in to Preston. Holmes, Potts, and the ball is now with Dolan. Gibson crossing up the wing to. I couldn't see who, but it's now with Gay for Blackburn. Quick pass to Dolan to Britton, but deflected away by McCann. Well, that was a good attempt by Blackburn, as it was just flicked away by the Preston captain, Alistair McCann. And it will be a corner to Blackburn. Credit credit to Dominic Hyam, despite his cut chin, he is able to carry on playing. And Gay, but caught by Woodman. But caught by Woodman. I think it was Gay who looked like he was going to score for Blackburn. Britton headed over the line. It'll be Potts to take the throw. Potts to Holmes, I think that was. Now it's back with Potts, but cleared away though by Buckley. All thrown to Holmes. Holmes to Larson. Larson, Holmes. Now it's with no, it was almost with McCann. Now the ball's been stopped by Woodman. Preston now having to throw everything but the kitchen sink to reduce the deficit. Buckley to Cantwell. Cantwell to I think that's Dolan. I'll let you know who my player of the match is around the 90-minute mark, as McCann passes to Kesler Hayden. It's Kesler Hayden, but it goes over the line, and it will be a corner this time to Preston. Once again to be taken by Todarson. Todarson to take the corner. He raises his arm. The signal that he is ready. And in it goes! And Preston reduce the deficit! It was but hold your horses. The goal does not stand. Very quick reaction by the linesman to flag it as offside. It was Reese with the final touch, but he was just offside. The initial header came from Watmore. So it was Watmore, and then the final touch by Reese, but the goal won't count. I think he was just a fraction of an inch offside, and he is gutted. The Preston fans aren't too happy about it either, as a substitution is being made. Dolan comes off. And I think taking his place is Kozia Duberry, but we'll let you know in a minute. And also number 28, Adam Forshaw is on as well. Hedges is off, and I can actually confirm that it was that's on his number 31, Sanderson. 6 minutes have been added on, so I was correct in guessing that there would be a lengthy period of injury time. Preston have been thrown a lifeline. So it's Holmes towards Sanderson, but kept out by Sanderson. Saved by Ainsley Pears. What a save from the Blackburn stopper. I think it might have just grazed Rankin Costello's shoulder, but a save is a save nonetheless. Ball now sent out of goal by Pears. But it goes over the line. And it will be, and to take the throw is Cantwell. So let's have a look at the stats. Blackburn have had 13 shots, Preston have had 8, 2 of which on target for Blackburn, which have resulted in goals. Preston have so far had no goals on target. Potts for Preston. And the ball is now, and he manages to pass to McCann. So it's McCann for Preston, but it goes over. And I have decided who my player of the match will be, but I will let you know who it. But I will let you know who it is when there is a stop. When there is a next stoppage in play. Hughes to Kesler Hayden. Kesler Hayden passing back to Hughes. To Dawson. Hughes. Now it's with Watmore. Back to Gibson. For Dawson. He's over the halfway line. Down the wing to Kesler Hayden. Kesler Hayden passing to Gibson. For Dawson again. Hughes. Now back to Tadarsson. Tadarsson crossing into the 18-yard box and Potts. And this time the goal counts. They have reduced the deficit. It's Brad Potts with the finish. Nice cross, and he just finished it off. And Blackburn and Preston have taken advantage of this extended period of injury time. They have just under 3 minutes to equalise. Blackburn have got to defend with all their might if they are to seal the victory. So it's Tadarsson for Preston over the halfway line, passing to Holmes. Holmes to Watmore. Tadarsson brought down. I think it might have been by Forshaw. So with just under 2 minutes to go. It's a free kick to Preston. And it'll be Tadarsson to take the free kick. He runs up and fires the ball into the 18-yard box, headed away by Blackburn, and it's now been given to Todd Cantwell. It's Cantwell with the ball. Has to make sure he doesn't get ahead of everyone or he'll be ruled out as offside. Loses the ball to Holmes. Holmes passing up the wing to Potts, but Hyam gets there before he does. Blackburn tried to cross to Gay. It's now with Tadarsson. Watmore. And the ball's headed away by the Blackburn defence. Hughes crossing but given away to Evans. Evans with the shots, deflected away by Blackburn again. Watmore to Potts. Reese with the shots, but capped out by Blackburn. Back to Tadarsson. Tadarsson with the shots. Almost 20 seconds to go until the final whistle. But more could be added as Brad Potts has gone down. With Brad Potts down, I'm now going to reveal who my player of the match is, and it is Blackburn's Maktar Gay with that amazing goal in the first half. Just headed it right in. And speaking of Gay, he was the one who brought down Potts, but that does not change my mind. Maktar Gay is my player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. And we are now into the 96th minute. We're just waiting. Everyone is now waiting for the final whistle to go, but it's not going to happen for some time, I think, because Brad Potts is still receiving attention from the physios, and this is what happened. Potts just brought down by Gay. I think Gay might have just elbowed his cheek. He did it unintentionally. I am sure of it. Gay's, I think, notioning that Potts may have just brushed his shoulder or something. The referee comes over to see if Brad Potts is okay. It looks like he is, I think he might have blood mopped up from him, as Ched Evans has a quick word with John Buckley. With all this, we could well have another couple of minutes added. We could well have another couple of minutes added on. And there we were thinking that this game is over when in fact it isn't. As Woodman comes out of the goal to help with Preston. Evans for the Lily Whites, crossing into the 18-yard box, but it goes over the line. And that is it! Full time at Ewood Park. Blackburn Rovers needed this victory to keep in tension for the playoffs. They got it, and they've now risen up to 5th in the table. They were on the back foot for much of the first half. They pulled back, and thanks to Maktar Gay and Todd Cantwell with the penalty in the second half. Full time at Ewood Park. Blackburn Rovers 2, Preston North End 1. And that wraps up our coverage of Blackburn against Preston on the Commentary Hub. I've been Nicholas Jones. Thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in throughout this match. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. And until next time, good night.